Here we have a question from the Pre-Cal 40S. Given a graph f of x, we're asked to sketch the square root of f of x. On the side here, I've listed some key points when you're doing this type of graph. The points 0 and 1 become invariant points because they do not move. The square root of 0 remains 0, and the square root of 1 remains 1. So the first thing we're going to do on this graph are label those 2 points where y has a value of 0 and where y has a value of 1 on the original graph, because those 2 points will also appear on our new graph. As we know, if y is a negative value, the square root of a negative does not exist in the real number system, so anything that's found below the graph or below the y-axis is going to disappear. The third point that I like to establish on my new graph is where y has a value of 4 on the original, because the square root of 4 is 2. So I'm going to take this point at 4 and drop it down to 2. Now this graph is a little different because it has a horizontal line, and a line that's horizontal on the original will remain horizontal when you take the radical function when you apply it to it. So the square root of 3 is approximately 1.7. So I'm going to drop my y-intercept down and put it at 1.7, and I'm also going to drop the endpoint of that horizontal line down and place that at 1.7 as well. Finally, all I need to do now is join these graphs up, keeping in mind that between 0 and 1, I want to definitely come above the line. It's a nice curve going up. Between 1 or 0 and 4 on the x, I'm going to end up with a horizontal line connecting those 2 points. So that remains horizontal. And finally, I finish it off with my curve. Done. Notice arrowhead on the right, which matches the arrowhead in the original graph. And on the left, we're starting right on the x-axis at the x-intercept of the old graph. Nothing below the x-axis exists.